Hi guys, Artiar here. So for today's video here, we'll be making a comparison video between Tiger Yin and also Count, which is from Rengokusu. So Count here increase your attack with a raw attack and also give you lifesteal, while meanwhile Tiger Yin, which is from the Chloros here, actually increase your damage output from your first hit by 50% if we don't, this is not awaken, right? So if we take a look here with the awakened version, you can increase up to 50% of damage taken. So we're going to make a comparison video, and you probably already noticed that the opening, the Lilium actually one-shotted Aurora. Right, it's very crazy damage, and probably you can even use Tiger Yin in PvP as well, because this one here, it will prioritize boss, but it's only for PvE content. So if you actually use Tiger Yin in PvP content, then it will target the lowest HP percentage, which is going to be those tank unit. For example, Rahu, for example, Holden, they are considered as the low HP but high defense unit, right? It's not going to be like Tiamat, they have high HP. So it's very easy that you will actually use Tiger Yin to target the defense bruiser and then increase your damage deal by 50%. And one of the unit that can actually benefit the most from this one hit, because only the first hit counts, like multi-hit like Yeli, it won't benefit from Tiger Yin. Probably Messiah can benefit as well, but the unit that can benefit the most is going to be Lilium, because Lilium S3 here only does one hit, 550%, and all these things here can further increase, like for example, if the target HP percentage higher than 60%, final damage and not increased by 50% again, and if it's PvE content, another 50%, and if you use Tiger Yin, it's another 50%. So it's a total of 150% damage increase from your 550% damage deal. And not to mention, Lilium here can actually self-buff by 40% attack already, and then she can do a lot of damage. Then the other unit, like let's say Yeli, is not going to benefit here because Yeli does multi-hit, so which means out of these 3 hit here, only the first hit of 120% will get benefit. Then unit, for example, like Huyen probably will get benefit a lot as well, because your Huyen here will only do 1 hit and 450% damage, and every 10% of your max HP loss increase the damage deal by 10%. So let's say your Huyen have like 99% damage loss, then it will do additional 90% damage deal, and then with Tiger Yin will further increase your damage deal by 50%. So all those units that can does only 1 hit or mainly focus on 1 hit will benefit from Tiger Yin a lot. Alright, so let me show you the showcase video, and then we can compare like within Count and Tiger Yin, how big is the damage difference and also what is the build. So first of all, special thanks to Yin Dmg. He is the one that provided me the showcase video and also the Lilium build he is using, and then also the showcase comparison with Count and also Tiger Yin. They have the exact same build, but probably passive and a little bit of difference, but overall we can see the damage output have a big difference. So the first one here we're going to take a look here is at Aurora. We're using Aurora as a reference, and then we have Ninfonel here, we have like Lingluo, we have Lilium, we have Dina and Plum to actually debuff the boss. So the boss here is blue element, so no matter what we use on Lilium, it's always at the same advantage, so there's no like additional advantage or all those stuff. And this damage output here is going to be using Count, so we can have a difference and also comparison as well between Lilium on Count and also Tiger Yin. So as usual, this Aurora, right? So you will see they will just do their damage stuff, all those things here. So Plum apply debuff and also dispel the boss immunity, apply defense down and weakness, and then Lingluo here to heal up the team to remove the debuff from the boss. Dina here apply vulnerable and also apply erosion debuff to the boss as well. Then Ninfonel buff up the team, attack up, and also another 40% special buff, right? Then with Count here, Lilium here will get additional 1200 attack, and this damage attack to Aurora is 385k, which is actually impressive enough because Aurora max HP went down to like left 30% HP, right? So in terms of damage output, Count still works perfectly well currently, right? But what if we actually after grinding Count and you managed to grind Chloros now and actually replace Tiger Yin into that position, and we take a look at the damage difference. Okay, so now we can see here we have the exact same team build, but now we change the Count into Tiger Yin. So same thing, Aurora will do all her stuff first, and then we're gonna have Plum here to remove the immunity from the boss and apply all the same debuff like defend down, all this thing. And then we have Linglor here to apply the healing to remove the debuff, and then we have Dina here to apply erosion and also vulnerable, then in Inferno to buff up the team. Then now we're gonna take a look at Lilium's damage. So Lilium is gonna take the turn, and then it will trigger Tiger Yin to prioritize on one target. So it will do damage first. So you can see Tiger Yin is gonna do damage, and it damaged on the boss. So it damaged the boss 14k, and which means we targeted to the boss. So we can see here there's a yellow target that actually targeting the boss now. And then now Lilium casts S3, and then boom, one shot the boss with 605k. So if we look at the comparison here, previously we have Count, and Count here buff you by 1200 attack, and the damage is around like 300k, close to 400k. But if you have Tiger Yin here, that can buff your Lilium, and your Lilium is actually in PvE content, right? So another 50% boost as well. Then in the same scenario and the same build, different shell, Tiger Yin can make your damage output a lot more higher compared to Count. So in terms of you want to build one-shotting or bossing content, probably Tiger Yin can provide you a better DPS output value compared to Count. But Count here gives you lifesteal. So if you want to consider like damage output and survival at the same time, then Counts bring in more value. But in terms of big DPS output, this Tiger Yin here brings in a lot more value compared to Count. Then for those who are curious like what is the build here, then this is the Lilium build he shared to me. He's running with Harvest, Keen Eye, Foray Edge, and there is not even a momentum, it's just Foray Edge, so that your first hit here get additional 25% increase. If your momentum and with a lot of debuff, probably slightly higher. Okay, then decent amount of crit rate, high crit damage, and high attack. It's not making 100% crit rates because he just want to play he just want to make a showcase that is fun, so it's just going to show you like as big damage as possible. But if you really want to build this team, it's doable as well. You just need to build the crit rate to 100%, and the team will be making the same thing and very consistent as well. And the shell he's going for is Tiger Yin and Harvest, Keen Eye, for Edge, and then he already rolled the perfect passive for Tiger Yin. It's going to be this is crit damage or crit rate, I forgot, and then attack and also assault here for attack. So Tiger Yin is actually very strong. So in terms of single target and big damage wise, Tiger Yin actually brings in a lot more higher value compared to Count, but it only affects to one target, which is the lowest HP percentage. But meanwhile, Count here brings in the value is instantly increase your attack by 1200, and you can use it like, for example, AoE damage, like multi-hit damage, everything here will get benefit by Count. So in terms of build wise, you can consider between Count and Tiger Yin, they bring in different kind of value, because one is for only one target and increase a large amount, and meanwhile Count here increase probably lower amount of attack, but it can be used into more scenario like multi-hit, AoE damage, all these things here brings in more value and also give you lifesteal as well. Then Tiger Yin here increase one single hit by additional 50%. So depends on your take, they have their own value in my opinion. But Tiger Yin, if you're going for bossing content and like speed clearing bossing content, Tiger Yin brings in the most value. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment down what you guys think about it, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Trencan, thank you so much for your support. And for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Chani, Antonio Winterspoon, First Law, D&D, thank you so much for your support. And special thanks to the Super Thanks MVP, HMZ Riggs, thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest tag. Thank you so much for Code Wardeners, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Chani. Thank you so much for your support.